Hi, my friend. It's Pat Sloan here. We have our tantalizing table toppers today. We are on lucky number 13. That's the block for today. We also have Secret Lives of Color. What are we on for that? 71. I have a special shout out today too. So, and a couple other things, including the last little back scenes of the life vlogtober post. Okay, let's first do a couple of other things. So the dessert day, today's dessert day, and I got a box of my favorite fall cookies that I have to show you. These are the ones that my Nana always bought, and they are wonderful. They're a spiced wafer. So they are a cookie, but they're sort of a hard cookie. Let me see, I got one of them open, yeah, because I need you to smell them. They smell divine. So there, smell. Oh my goodness, they are amazing. Dunk them in your coffee or your tea. Oh, so good, so good. All right, so if you never had them, try the spiced wafers. All right, let's see what else. Oh, we have a question a bunch of you asked when I was doing my behind the scenes and rooting in my cabinet here. It is, they want to know where it's from. Everybody's like, where is it from? The Container Store, at least 10 years ago, if not longer. It is Italian made. The last time I looked, I had trouble finding it on their store, and if I did find it, it wasn't in red. They had it in white and gray or something. But it's made in Italy. Dottus is the name on the top of it. And I searched that a while back too, and they were not easy to find. So it was probably something custom done or contracted to the Container Store a while back. So anyways, that's where it came from. So today I have a huge shout out. It is for a very special viewer. Now this viewer can't always get to the channel himself, and so he has to ask for help because he's 5 years old. And so I would like to do a huge shout out and wave to Owen. Hi Owen, how are you? I'm so happy that you like to watch my show. So I'm going to send you a big kiss. Mwah. This is to Owen. Isn't that fun? Oh, okay, let's do Secret Lives of Color. I put the whole quilt minus the bottom row. I thought you'd like to just see it. Isn't it glorious? Some of you have been showing your finished ones. We'll have to do a roundup in November of finished Secret Lives of Color, so that all of you that are like me waiting, to actually finish at the end of the month, then you can get the rows sent and we can see what it looks like. So this one is ink. And ink is just what you think it is. It's a little history of how ink came about, what it was made from, what people thought about it, but mostly the ancient part of it, the ancient part of ink production, and the fact that a lot of the older inks were, really old, like, BC era inks, were really stable, that they can still read the letters that the monks wrote or whoever the royalty had done, because very few people wrote, but they have these records, these really old records. So my block fabric is the swan. Oh, look. So gorgeous. Let me show you this fabric. I love this fabric. I used it in a Aurifil block of the month that I was hosting for them. I think I got a half a yard of it. Looks like it, half a yard of it. So it is from Art Gallery a while back by Bonnie Christine, called Ollie. The fabric line is called Ollie, but I don't know why. Maybe it's the black and white with that little pop of red for the beak. It's just the coolest fabric. I love it. So let me do the mail call first. All right, this is from Gina. Gina's sent me postcards when she's been traveling. Thanks, Gina. And this one is from Marky in Minnesota. Marky in Minnesota. So look at that card. Isn't that pretty? So it's 3D. See? Isn't that neat? And then she sent me some really darling selvages. There's a couple of them here. Daisies are the friendliest flower. Whoop. So got that on there. Yeah, there you see it. I love that. And then she sent me a few turquoise squares for that project. The foxes are so cute. And our ambassador, Melissa, was going through some things and she wrote me and said, you know, I have some horse fabric. Would you like it? So she sent me a sweet card. Look at that bird and the flower. So, so cute. So Melissa sent along a few horse fabrics that are for my great niece's quilt that I will put horse fabrics in. I think it'll be neat to have some different variety. Here's a couple other sort of Western feel prints. And this is Cocopellis from the Southwest, like you would find on the dwellings, the old dwellings, cave dwellings. So I think it'll be neat to have these kind of sprinkled in there, like a little variety that you've been sending me. I think that she will find that interesting. I need to get that done soon. And it's not like a little kid's thing. She's like 11 or something. But the pattern, I'm going to do one from the layer cake book. I might do that birthday cake one again, which I did the Halloween from. So we'll see. We'll see if that's the one I pick. All right, let's do the table topper, and then I will do a little behind the scenes, and then a few wrap-up stuff. This week, from the Tantalizing Table Topper book, we have tea time. And I tell you a little bit in there about tea, because tea is one of my fondest, drinking tea, having tea, seeing tea is one of my fondest things. My mom is a big tea drinker, and as a kid, we drank tea. You know, we had hot tea with mom. She made iced tea. You know, I've made sun tea, but I just really like tea. So this is a little ode to tea. Now, our block is a variation because, of course, we just need one. And I've got a bonus or a add-on layout. I feel like I have a hair here, sorry. There's a layout to put the little block. So it's a star, imagine that. So there's just stars on there. So it's 4 stars with a little window pane setting and a little border about it to bring it up to the 12 inches. So first let me show you the blocks face on, and then we'll look at picking the colors. Here are all the colors for the Tantalizing Table Topper sampler, and pink will go here, then we'll repeat blue down here, pink and pink. So they pretty much alternate, but I'm trying not to make it too matchy-matchy. There's also a sashing that goes across here. I think I'm going to alternate it. I'm going to use some of the solids, but some of the prints as well, rather than the solids with the background fabric, because I use the background fabric in this frame. So that would be kind of odd. So I will use solids and prints. I need to do a little test piece and try that out. So that's one of the things I'm going to look at. Before we look at the fabric colors for the tea time block, I want to show you Cindy's quilting. Cindy is my friend that did all the quilting for me. She passed away about a year ago, just almost a year ago now. And so she's done a lot of my quilting. Cindy lives with me every day here in my home through her quilting. But I want to show you what she did. Cindy was very, very good with her digitized long arm. And so she did custom work on this, where she took a design and made it around each of these stars. So let me pick one. I am going to go, where's my finger? Here. Let's go to this one. I got to get in the center of the screen. There we go. So she has a design that she did around each. It's like a big flower kind of around it. Do you see that? And that's in turquoise thread. And then in the middle, she did an internal flower that went, well, it didn't go up to the top. It went from the sides here and then another inside. So it's got like 3 levels within that center part. Isn't that amazing? And then on the triangle, she also has this beautiful scroll work. So I think you can see that pretty good. And then she did that same scroll work out here on the corner. So you can see all 4 corners. Then there's a little swirl for the in the floral, which is hard to see. But I think, oh, there you can see it on this light one. You can see the swirl there. So that goes all around that border. So she just did an amazing job on these quilts. If you have my book, Holiday Hoopla, which you should have, there is a dedication right in the front to Cindy, and you can see a picture of her and I. So let's look at the fabrics. I don't really have a lot of decisions on this one because I kind of came in going, yep, 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 that's what I want. And some days it's just like that. So I decided, what is this bag? Wait a second. Oh, it's got the background. I'm like, what is this bag I'm dragging around? So I'm going to use the background fabric on this block. I've only used it one other time for the background. Otherwise, I'm just putting it in the sashings. So we have the 4 blocks, and then you're going to have a little border. So let me just put, just fold this so you can see the blocks sitting there. So it is just 4 blocks for what we're doing today. Whoops, let me see. Can I get it like that? Yeah, there you can kind of see. Now I want to put the solid, and because the solids are kind of a more intense color, I don't really want to pair it. I don't really have another pink in here that's really darker. The pinks are all lighter like this, and I just don't think that that's making a good companion. You know, like here I had a brown and a pink that were kind of the same tone. Like one doesn't look darker, maybe the brown's just a tiny bit darker, but they look really similar in intensity of color. So that's what I'm going for with the pink. Then I will do the center block will be 2 with this and 2 with this, so they'll just be opposite each other. And then the border will be the stripe, so I'll put that around. All right, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put it up there. I have not seen it up there yet, so I'm excited. Ah, nice, nice, nice. Now I can complete that row, and then, like I mentioned, I can go ahead and look at the sashing here. Look at picking something for that sashing. So that's fun. I really like it. I like doing the fussy cutting of the flowers in the centers. All right, we have a question. The royal we. I have a question. There is a sew along coming up for the Jolly Bar book, the new Jolly Bar book with the Fat Quarter Shop. It starts in 2023. So I'm wondering, do you want to do it together? The Jolly Bars are, if you're not familiar with them, they are half of a layer cake. So you actually can do a Jolly Bar by cutting your own layer cake in half. Some Jolly Bar quilts take 2. I'm sure that they're just doing 1. I don't know though. I haven't seen the supply list for it. I don't know if it's out, but I haven't looked. This is what the quilt looks like. So they're doing a sampler. The book has a whole bunch of different quilts in it, and then doing a sampler like we're kind of doing here to take a block from everything. And I have this one, but I might go and see what else is out there, what other newer fabrics are out there, or I might just go ahead and use this one that I already have. I don't know. It doesn't start until January, I guess, in 2023. I'm not even positive it's January. but that is that'll be a fun one. So if you want to sew along with that one, let me know in the comments. I'm going to, this coming week, probably, I'm thinking Tuesday, I am going to lay out, I think it'll be fun, I'm going to lay out the fabric piles that I have so far for upcoming sew-alongs, because I want to show you sort of my thought process, because I host a lot of sew-alongs because I'm a business and that's what I do. But I like to have them have a variety of fabrics so that it's more fun for me to try and play with new fabrics. One of the things that I've discovered is that from my Promise Me fabric line, this background is amazing and it goes with so many. So I am thinking I'm going to definitely use this with my socialites, which starts this month. Next week, maybe. I forget, have to look. It's not on our calendar because they didn't have the date when I printed the calendar. So I'll pop it up here. I'll pop the socialite start date. But if you are looking for a basic background for your projects, go out and get my Promise Me. This is so nice. One thing that I got in that I want to show you is one of the color bundles, or the clubs. It's the Ruby Star Society Club. Oh my goodness, this is a really good one. It has strawberries, the strawberries. So let me show you this. And it always comes with a pattern. Oh, I forgot to say that the Jolly Bars also come with a pattern. So when you buy a Jolly Bar, it has a pattern. And when you're buying it online, it's an exclusive to the Fat Quarter Shop. So when you're buying it from them, they show you the pattern that comes with that particular Jolly Bar. But let's look at the Ruby Society here. I don't know. I just want to sew this one up right away. Like, yeah, the club also comes with thread. And let me just make some room here. See, I think my fabric looks absolutely amazing with this background from the Promise Me. It is such a great background fabric. Okay, let's look at this because it has a pattern. See, now they use sort of a peach background to go with it, but it's got my blue. This is my blue that is, I call it like a summer blue. It looks like a summer blue to me. All right, I'm just going to open this up and we'll look at what's in here. There's some leaf structure, which is really nice. Yellow with a little daisies, so cute. Pink, turquoise with some glasses. I love this checkerboard. Oh my goodness, that's fun. Oh, look at this, a great big floral print. And oh, these are drinks too. So fun. So fun. And a yellow sort of blender. And ta-da! The strawberries. Ta-da! This is the same print. It's by Kimberly Knight for Ruby Society. This is what my ironing board cover, it's just a little bigger scale. But here's one of the other colorways they've done over time that I have as well. I have some others somewhere. I have this in its original size. Okay, and a little lattice work, and it's yummy green. Oh, that is so nice. So nice. There is a little fun thing you can get. All right, let's do my behind the scenes and wrap it up. I think I forgot to show you that urn potted up, but since we're here, this gorgeous geranium, the other day it was full of flowers again in early October, and these pansies are amazing. I love this shade of purple. Okay, so down here I have another feather fern to put in an urn once the petunias go, but there, look how awesome that is. And I've got, once again, look at the purple. Oh, so pretty. So I walked over to get a coffee at my plaza. My plaza has the grocery store, the pop-up garden center. It has restaurants, an office building. There's all kinds of things. So here's looking for our fall color. We're not seeing much fall color yet, although I am spotting, what's that on the ground? I think there's a leaf, one leaf. Oh well, where'd that come from? I don't see any trees that could have come from. So this would not be a real life video if you didn't see the behind the scenes sitting at my desk. So there is actually the video editor right now as I'm working on this video, and you can see out my window. So that's where I'm going to put more garden out there so that when I'm sitting here or we're sitting off of our deck, I can see things. But I do have to do a lot of things sitting at the desk, and that's really not very exciting, even for behind the scenes. It's just boring. So we have a couple things to wrap up. One is there's no video on Saturday. I'm taking a day off, so no video on Saturday. And let's see, I have, support club I've been doing on Saturday. That will be on Monday. The support club will be Monday. Of course, you have the pattern so you can make the next row, but I will talk about it and show you mine on Monday. But I want to thank you for watching these behind the scenes. I really enjoyed filming them. I think there's a few places where they could be more, used more often, because they would be showing you sort of my process or thoughts or just little things that happen while I'm doing stuff. So if you like that, let me know in the comments. You are going to make your block today. There we go. So cute, right? So fun to do. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.